Hello everyone, it is your time off. I am back finally. I apologize about this about to be 3 week break. Um, I've been busy. I've been doing more things. Yeah, this video is about lust. A comment that struck my concern, if that makes sense. Um, so let's hop right into that. Um, Lust. It is a strong, strong, strong feeling, and I think it's um, an emotion that many people will feel in their lifetime. The reason I say this is because I have lusted over someone, many people for sure, and lust is a very hard thing to get over. I'm not super religious, but lust defeated one of the strongest people in the Bible, so it can definitely destroy you as a person, and especially in relationships or with friendships. Um, you know, so in lust, it is a very, very far misconception with love because love is something that you really fight for, something that you feel every day, no matter what. Lust is a very, very strong attraction towards someone that will make it seem very quick. And now, in my opinion, on how I view it, this is probably a decent analogy that I'm going to use. Is right now in school, I'm learning about Romeo and Juliet. In my opinion, this was or from what I'm reading and like watching from the movies from, it's a very lustful movie. It's a very lustful book at that. Um, and the reason I say this is because they don't really have a true connection. They look at each other and they see all this beauty within themselves on their outer layer. But deep down, the more you read a little bit, Juliet, when she's like arguing about herself or like to herself or whatever, she's like, oh, like I hate, or no, to the nurse, sorry. She's like, oh, I hate him, but I love him, whatever. Um, and I feel like that really shows on how fast it was moving because they only got to know each other within the span of roughly half of a week. Um, so that's the main point on how you can tell the difference, but it's really just when you find someone attractive very, very fast, and like, let's say you get a temptation or like an urge, that's lust. When you see someone without seeing them, like seeing their heart, without seeing their body, this is like, I wouldn't say a true sign of love, but it's a sign that you aren't really lustful over that person. Um, and it's really telling apart love from lust is arguably the easiest thing that I could ever do in my entire lifetime. And I believe it is something that everyone should notice, especially even if you are a teenager, because this will ruin, I wouldn't say your social status, but I would say it will ruin your mental health and maybe on the way that like people view you. But one thing I want to say is that Romeo and Juliet, that's like a prime example in my opinion. And another thing that I've learned from lust, like people will say all this, people will, or like let's say you're in a relationship, people will lust over you, and they will love you about your looks and not about who you really are. So I feel like once you start to notice that within people, you will sort of detach from most people. And the only way to really get over lust, in my opinion, is it's not even trying to run away from it. The whole point of lust is seeing someone in a sexual way. And when from doing this is to not even think about it at all. As hard as it sounds, like it's easier said than done, but to not be able to see someone in a sexual way is such a huge sign of maturity because, first of all, why would you be looking at a person in a sexual way at all, or even at first glance? Just like in Romeo and Juliet, they didn't see each other sexually, but they liked each other to the point where they loved each other so much. They got to know each other very little, but so much within the span of those few days. Um, and once you notice lust, like once you really know what it feels like, after talking to someone that you've lusted over, you start to feel really guilty about yourself. And it doesn't feel as good as you think it would. It's like this short shot of dopamine going through your veins, or just guilt for a little while, you know? Um, and that's just really how I view lust, you know? It's a very empowering thing that can take you over, something that can and will ruin you. Um, and yeah, that's lust. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Um, I did watch the Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway. Charles won. You already know. That'll be it. That's the post for this weekend. I'll be back next weekend, and I hope everyone has a good week and a good Sunday. I love you all, and that is a bye bye for me.